I decided to change chart to show you where I am in this box. And just excuse me. Uh, but first, before I go there, I want to bring power to you, reading out of St. Luke, concerning this matter of one where we are today and how these things is. These are the words of Jesus Christ as he spoke. I want to go to St. Luke chapter 20. And I want to speak first concerning the disciples talking to Jesus. I'm going to go to verse 25. I think I got enough time to cover this. I hope so. It says, and he said unto them, okay, I'm not going to 24. No, I'm not going there. I don't even need to go there. In verse 34, the disciples was talking to Jesus about who in the kingdom of God, when he in the time, if 7 brothers married one wife, whose wife will they be? And this gives us clarification that the origin of the angels is different. Everybody be of the same species as a trait, a male trait. It's a 32, St. Luke. It's last of all, the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife of them is she? But 7 had her to wife, and Jesus answered, said unto them, the children of this world marry, and are given in marriage. But they which shall be accounted worthy to obtain the world, that world, and the treasures, and the resurrection from the dead, neither marry nor are given in marriage. Neither can they die any more, but they are equal unto angels, and are the children of God, being the children of the resurrection. Now that the dead are raised, even Moses showed at the bush, showed at the bush, when he called the Lord, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. For he is not a God of the dead, but of the living, for all lives unto him. Then certain scribe, 39, certain of the scribe answered, said, and after that they durst not ask him any question at all. And he said unto them, how say ye that Christ is David's son? And David himself said in the book of Psalms, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit thou on my right hand till I make thine enemy thy footstool. David therefore called him Lord. How is he that his son? Let me read that right. David therefore called him Lord. How is he that his son? Okay. Now, I want to take and go to chapter 21. I want to let you know that Jesus came all the way from David. He was before David. But he was born, it tells us, he was a reincarnated birth at that time. So if he was a reincarnated birth at that time, he was born into man, not reincarnated, but he was in the spirit at first, but he was born. But he had the spirit of Moses attached on to him when Jesus was born. Now let's go to 20. verse, chapter 20 verse, in this same setting. And he looked up and saw the rich men casting their gifts into the treasure. And he saw also a certain poor widow casting in thither 2 mites. And he said, Of a truth I say unto you, that this poor widow has cast in more than they all. For all these have of their abundance cast in unto the offering of God. But she of her penny has cast in all that the living that she had. And as some spake of the temple, how it was adored with godly stones and gift, he said, As for these things which you behold, the days will come in which there shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. That is what the United States is doing over there in Afghanistan right now. It's not a war because of the knocking down of the Trade Center, but the governmental body of those nations over there, these are the stones of the temple. They are the temples of God, which is the Ark of the Covenant, which I got right there. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? St. Luke. And what sign will there be when those things shall come to pass? And he said, Take heed that ye be not deceived. But many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Listen at this. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. It said it will turn to you for a testimony. I am the testimony, telling them that these things happen as they are being delivered to the hands of the United States of America. Sell it, therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay, not resist. He giving them a mouth of wisdom. I am speaking to them. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends, and some of you shall be caused to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not a hair of your head perish, and your patience possess ye your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then knowest that the desolation thereof is nigh. Then let them which are in Judea flee to the mountain. And let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries enter thereto. But these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are